at the end of the first extra period. Well, Panathinaikos met Barcelona in the championship game back in 1996 in Paris. The Greens edging a defensive duel, 67-66, finally won the club's first ever continental crown. Pau legend Franciscos Alavertis leading the way with 17 points. His retired number 4 jersey now hangs in the rafters here at the OAKA, as does that championship banner, along with 6 more, including the one they won last season under Ergin Ataman, with Kostas Sloukas, the Final Four MVP. He's set for his 400th EuroLeague game tonight. Another name amongst the pantheon of greats to have played for this great club. They're 7-5 as well. Double-digit wins against the 2 German clubs to start before back-to-back narrow road losses in Paris and Madrid. They had a 3-game win streak after that, beating Fenerbahce, Asvel and Crvena Zvezda. They seem to have hit their championship winning stride, but they were knocked off it by their close neighbours Olympiacos, losing the derby here by 5 points. And that began their current sequence of 3 defeats in the last 5. They only edged Maccabi and Bologna before now losing back-to-back games by 7 in Žalgiris, and then on Friday by 3 here to Monaco, 88-91, on the EuroLeague coaching debut of another great in this competition, Vasilis Spanoulis. Ergin Ataman suggested turnovers on the offensive end were the problem late on in that one, as well as missing open shots. Kendrick Nunn guilty in terms of a couple of those issues. Maybe wasn't at full strength on Friday. He's not again tonight. Panathinaikos, a wounded animal, have to bite back. Coach Ataman, the players and these fans want a response. But altogether this season, their problems have been on the defensive end. They're not where they were in terms of their defensive form and solidity. Last season, that was their base for winning the championship. Assistant coach Christos Sarelis has stressed that this week. He will want a response in both regards at both ends of the floor. Barca dominate the head-to-head record between these 2 multiple-time champions, 14-30 overall. And heading into the last meeting here in March, remarkably, they'd won 10 in a row against Panathinaikos. But the Greens slayed that streak with an 89-81 victory in round 31 of last season, their first win over Barcelona in around 5.5 years, and a result that pushed them towards home court advantage in the playoffs, which did, of course, prove crucial as they went on to reach their first Final Four in 12 years and win their first championship in 13. Here's the starting 5 for the travelling team Barcelona tonight: Ponta, Satoransky, Abrines, Parker and Vesely. That is the same starting 5 with which they begun El Clasico. Last time out for Panathinaikos, it's Panayotis Kalaitzakis who gets the start. Lorenzo Brown, Duran Grant in the 3-guard lineup, Juancho Hernan Gomez and Matthias Lesour. So multiple changes made by Ergin Ataman tonight. Osman and Nunn both dropping out of that starting 5. Panayotis Kalaitzakis, who's only played 4 minutes a game over 8 appearances this season, comes in from the beginning. He's a defensive specialist up Coach Ataman's sleeve. Well, in that meeting last season, clutch captain Kostas Sloukas, the standout, and indeed in many other games down an historic final stretch of the season. He had 18 points, 8 assists, 2 steals, only 2 turnovers in that game here in March. Went on to cement his legendary status on this grand stage. And tonight, he'll come off the bench to become only the 4th ever player to play 400 EuroLeague games in the modern era. A big fight feel at the OAKA tonight. Those fans know that their team need to show their teeth. Barcelona's start under Joan Peñarroya saw the Catalans cucking, but they've since been burnt by injury. 4 defeats in 6, dropping the Blaugrana from 1st to 7th. Panathinaikos' ingredients were looking tasty too, after adding to last season's prize-winning dish, but the recipe has since turned somewhat sour. Ioannis Papapetrou suspended for complaints about playing time. 3 defeats in the last 5 sees the champions down in 6th. In this red-hot competition here in Athens tonight, the OAKA is a pressure cooker packed with 18,000, and the temperature